Okay, this tutorial is, to the best of my ability, going to be a relatively brief overview of some of the basic settings in setting up your local ThemeJack themes. And as always, the first thing you do when you log in is click on Appearance, Themes, and I just updated this yesterday and there is a new update. So trust me, you do not want to miss out on any of the new things that are being added to the themes. And when this is finished updating, you could also check on your plugins and make sure they're up to date. Okay, now where you begin driving your theme is to come up to ThemeJack Biz and then across to the flyout window and click on ThemeJack Biz. And you want to go down this vertical menu. You start at the top and check to see if there's anything that needs to be added, edited, or changed on any of these pages. Like if you want to generate your own favicon, there are oodles of free favicon generators. You've got the option to select your front page or home page, and the programmers are working on adding a total of 5 home page choices. So you can come here and select any of the pages that you want to use as your home page, okay, and set that as the front page. If you have any social media links, you come and add them here. And if there are some here that you don't use, just delete them. If you have other social media links that you want, you can add them here. Next is contact. You want to add the business email address, the business phone number, your business name, and the URL. Save changes. If people come to you, you want to add your street address and save changes. Now, if you want to add things like, say, PayPal buy buttons, or if you use an autoresponder that isn't built into the theme, you can enter your code in here, create a short code, and use your own autoresponder. So that would be on the contact. Next is header. Header is a new thing. We can now create new header sections that we can use on every page, or use a separate new header section that we use on a single page. And there is a tutorial showing how to add and edit the header settings. Top menu, another new addition. We can create separate top menus, and there is or will be a tutorial on setting this up. Sidebar, there is a tutorial on setting up a sidebar. There's a blog sidebar, and this would be the contact us form and the address. You can add another module to the sidebar, or you can create a new sidebar, and you can set it up however you wish. There is a tutorial on setting up sidebars. Post. Post is for the blog. So you can create a background page color, a title color, post text color, and you can add whichever sidebars you wish. Okay, and save changes. Footer. If you want to change the footer that is universal, you can come to footer 1 and edit, and then make this one would be the universal. Make sure that you save settings whenever you make changes, or you can add a new one and select a page to add the new footer to, and there is a tutorial on footers. Okay, next would be integration. Integration is, the first one is the Google Map API key. If your website has or needs to have a map for directions, you need to follow the instructions here. There's an instruction video tutorial, and there is also PDF directions here. and you need to get the Google Map API key and enter it in order to add a map to your site. Now, if you're setting up the site for Sales Dynamite Jack, where you're going to be driving traffic to take a look and see what their new website would look like, the Google Map API key works for that as well. So use this to get map directions. If you want to add another kind of spam deterrent, you would get the Google CAPTCHA key, and you'll just follow the directions here to get that. Now the next is autoresponder. Now the programmers have been working hard and have built in popular autoresponders. So we've got Aweber, GetResponse, MailChimp, iContact, Infusionsoft, Constant Contact, ActiveCampaign, and you'll follow the directions for your particular autoresponder and add your key in here. Remember to save. SEO settings. If you're not familiar with SEO or what the settings ought to be, maybe do a little research, but you can fill in the details about your site here: meta description, meta keywords, site title, tagline, and custom meta tags. And when you're finished, remember to save. White label. If you want to white label the site, you can give it a name, a theme image. If you want to customize the admin login page, you can add a logo and do all sorts of customization here. And just remember to save the settings when you're finished. Custom CSS. I know next to nothing about CSS. If it's something that you want to add to your site, there are lots of places on the internet that you can go and learn about custom CSS. Forms. Some themes have a form built in and some do not. So you can do, say, a contact us form and add a module. Contact form. It's pretty easy. And you can use the form wizard or HTML code. Okay, I'm going to use form wizard. If you wanted to add, like, okay, if your autoresponder is not built into the theme, you can go to integration, create a short code, and add the short code here. Give it a module name and go through and edit the information. So I'll use the form wizard. And so many people come and ask me, where do I enter the email address that people will receive an email from? Here is where you come and add the email address. And it is best if you use a web mail address. It has a greater chance of being delivered. And you'll go down this list and edit the information however you need it to be. If you have Call CID account, you can connect your email. If you want to, let's see, first field, you can set those fields. If you wanted to use the CAPTCHA, you need to have set that up in integration. If for some reason the mail is not being delivered, you can use the theme mail server. And form height service provider. Here is where you would connect your autoresponder if you had already set it up. And then you click save. Okay, and add form. Okay. So contact form is now available to use on any page that I want to add the contact us form. And banners. Again, you can add a module and consultation banner. That's pretty easy. Okay, and you can decide the setting that you want here, add information here. If you have a background image, you can upload here, add phone number, whatever information you need to add, you add it here and save. Okay, got to give it a name, and then make sure you click on Add Banner or you won't see it. So it needs to show up here. If it doesn't, then you know you've not saved it. It's not available. If we go down the list underneath ThemeJack Biz, you'll see Style Wizard. Okay, so here are all the main settings on the website. So if you click on the plus sign, the font for the body is Verdana, font size is 14, font color black, background is white, and if I wanted to add a background image to the entire site, I would upload it here. Okay, so you can change any of these things. You can change the font size. This would be global. So whatever settings you put here are set globally. And if you go to settings on a specific page and change the settings on the page, they override the global settings, but only for that page. Okay, here you can set your H tags, your heading tag size, the font size, and the color and background. And you can decide if you want it normal, italic, bold, or bold and italic. Okay, headings. All right, background section row. Okay, so you can change these, you can change colors, can change row background color, you can add an image, okay, fonts, colors, the Call Now button, background color, background hover color. So these are global settings. Top menu. Okay. Slider. So button, button background, button font color, slider jack. So play around with them, see what you like. I would recommend just setting up a site that you can upload a theme on and play around to your heart's content. Forms. And again, these are global settings. The big menu buttons. Blurbs. Testimonial. Again. And footer. And if you make any changes, then you want to save new Style Wizard, and you'll have to give it a name. Just click on Save. You can also come and select from these predefined color combinations and apply those to your site. And that wraps up this basic overview tutorial.